The most ignorant creature concerning beauty is man, as he exclusively sees it in the face and not in the heart. Welcome to another episode. And today we're going to another chapter, which is chapter 24, Surat An-Nur, Surat Nur or An-Nur, uh, uh, light. An-Nur means light. Let me be sure I can misbehave a lot. Yeah, so An-Nur means light. Mm. Uh, as usual, we shall go to the introduction. Mm. Uh, you can see it where my fingers are top, Surah to Nur. Mm. Yes, where my fingers are above my fingers. Uh, the environmental and social influences which most frequently wreck our moral ideals have to do with sex. Oh my God. Yes. Uh, yes. Right or wrong, agree or not agree. Eh? Yes, has to do with sex. Hmm? Nigerians will say enjoyment. All of us, no human being left, even animals. Hmm? Okay, has to do with sex, and especially with with its misuse. Okay, oh, this commentator is superb. Hmm? With sex, and especially with its misuse, hmm? Whether in the form of unregulated behavior, comma, or false charges or scandals, comma, or breach of the refined conventions of personal or domestic privacy. Full stop. Our complete conquest of all pitfalls in such matters enables us to rise to the higher regions of light and of God created nature. Full stop. This subject is continued in the next surah, that's Surah 25. Mm. Paragraph, or yes, new paragraph. as, the, as the reprobation of the slanders about women, into brackets, 20, 25, no, oh my God, 26, 11 to 20. Well, let me take a safer position. Roman numerals, XXIV, XXIV, that's the chapter. Then the signs are in English, 11 to 20. Numerals, English numerals, 11 to 20. Okay, let me go again. As the reprobation of the slanders about women, then XSIV 11 to 20 is connected with an incident that happened to Hadrat Aisha in AH 5 to 6. That fixes the chronological place of the Medina Surah. Of the Medina Surah. Paragraph. Summary. Dash. Sex offenses should be severely punished. Yes. But the strictest evidence should be required. And false slanders are also worthy of punishment. Light talk about women reprobated. Chapter XSIV, the same chapter, signs 1 to 26. Uh, then, paragraph. Privacy should be respected, and the utmost decorum should be observed in dress and manners. Yes. Mm. So that know that when you are a woman, you come out working, dressing. You dress and you come out working. People are trying to see through your dress. You work, you shake your buttocks left to right, up and down, what and not, uh, to attract the men, and make drivers have accidents. I've seen it around the marketplace. A young driver driving, and the women dressed carelessly, and he concentrates on them, looking at them. Luckily, I didn't. Nothing happened. Mm. I do it, you do it, and we all spy. School used to call it spy. Eh? Okay, pardon me. All right. Privacy should be respected, and the utmost decorum should be observed in dress and manners. XSIV 27 to 34. Paragraph. Parable of light and darkness, colon, order and obedience in nature should point to the religious duty of man. XSIV to, yeah, 24. XSIV is 24. That's this very paragraph. You see, I'm rotten. The accounts will say, well, born. You are rotten in the head. So it's XSIV is 24 and not 26. Uh, XSIV 35 to 37. Oh, let me take it again. Parable of light and darkness, column, order and obedience in nature point to the religious duty of man. XSIV, our 24, that Science, chapter 24, this very chapter, Science 35 to 37. Full stop. Paragraph or last paragraph. Domestic manners and domestic manners and manners in public or collective life of collective life all contribute to the highest virtues, comma, and are part of our spiritual duties, leading up to Allah, leading up to God. 24:58 to 64, which suggests that this chapter ends at Psalm 54, at Psalm 64 rather. Let's verify. Psalm 64. Yes, indeed, it ends at Psalm 64. And that is all for the introduction. We now go to the science proper. And of course, we go to Psalm 1 of section 1. Mm. Anur, or light. I showed it to you earlier. No, I didn't show that to you. Anur, or light. Mm. Anur, or light. Anur, or light. That's up there. Up there. Mm. Anur, or light. For those of us who have not learned Arabic at all. Suratun anzalnaha wa faradnaha wa anzalna fiha ayatin binatin la'allakum tazakurun. La'allakum tazakkarun. A surah which we have sent down, Suratun anzalnaha wa faradnaha, and which we have ordained, faradnaha. So some people are called Farida, which is ordained, or compulsory, mm, uh, or obligatory, Farida. وَأَنزَلْنَا فِيهَا آيَاتٍ بِينَاتٍ. In it have we sent down clear signs, ayatin, signs, بِينَاتٍ, clear, in order that we may receive admonition. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَذَكَّرُونَ. Commentary is 2953. 2953. It must not be thought that the checking of sex offenses or of minor improprieties that relate to sex or privacy are matters that do not affect spiritual life in the highest degree. Of course, it does affect spiritual life. Mm. In one of my series viewers, if you take note, I said, alcohol intoxicates slowly, but the naked body intoxicates instantly. And close friends agreed with me. Mm. Okay, spiritual life in the highest degree, full stop. These matters are intimately connected with spiritual teaching, such as God has sent down in this surah. Mm. The emphasis is on we, double inverted commas, mm, colon. These things are not mere matters of convenience, but God has ordained them for our observance in life. We now go to the next sign two. Mm. Uh, this is a direct instruction, or this begins the direct instructions, if you like. Mm. Oh, azaniyatun wa azaniyatu wa azani fa ish fa ishludu kulla wahidin min minhuma minhuma mi'ata mi'atan jaldatin. Sorry for bad reading. Mm. The woman and the man, eh? Azaniyatu wa azaniyatu wa azani. The woman zaniyatu and man azani faj fa fa ijludu hidina fa fa iludu wahida kulla wahidan minhuma guilty of fornication, guilty of fornication. Mm. Fa isludu kulla wahidatin minhuma. Guilty of fornication. Flog each man with 100 stripes. Mm. Minhuma hundred. Mi'atin jildatin, stripes, 100 stripes. Flog each of them with 100 stripes in public. So that you don't to take them to the room and close the room and give them. When they are crying, nobody hears. Or when they are bleeding, nobody hears. They do it in public to serve as a warning to others. Mm. Uh, this is where God says his punishment can be shadid, severe. Mm. Okay, even in this world, if you disobey him. Mm. Hundreds of mi'atin or mi'ata jildatin. Mm. Uh, mm. ولا تأخذ ولا تخ ولا تأخذكم ولا تأخذكم بها رأفة ولا تأخذهم بها رأس ولا تأخذكم بها رأفة في دين الله. Uh, Let not compassion move you in their case in a matter prescribed by God. Mm. في دين الله لا تأخذكم بها رأفة, compassion. Mm. في دين الله in a matter prescribed by God. في دين الله واليوم واليوم الآخرة. Mm. في دين الله واليوم الآخرة in the matter prescribed by God, if you believe in God and the last day. منها واليوم إن كنتم sorry, I missed the place. إن كنتم إن كنتم تؤمنون بالله واليوم الآخرة. Yes. uh, فيها رأفة, compassion, في دين الله, in the matter, in the religion of God, in the matter of God. In kuntum tu'minuna, as if you believe in God and hereafter, yoma, and yom al-akhirati. Yes, that's is openly. Uh, ولا يشهد ولا يشهد ولا يشهد عذابها طائفة ولا يشهد عذابها عذابهما طائفة من المؤمنون من المؤمنين sorry من المؤمنين. Mm. Uh, and let a party طائفة, of the believers من المؤمنون طائفة المؤمنون witness their punishment عذابها. uh, uh, Two commentaries in one, 2954 and 2955. Mm. 54 and 55. Yes, I think, and even 56, three in one. 54, 55, 56. Let's go to 54 first. Zinna. Zinna. Oh, where is it? وهذا منهما ما إذا جاءت. Where is Zinna? Azaniat. Zinna. Is going to explain here for us. Includes sexual intercourse between a man and a woman not married to each other. It therefore applies both to adultery, which implies that one or both of the parties are married to a person or persons other than one's consent, other than one's consent, other than the one's consent. That's in brackets. Well, if it therefore implies both to adultery, into brackets, which implies that one or both of the parties are married to a person or persons other than the ones concerned in the sexual act, brackets close, and to fornication, which in its strict signification implies that both parties are unmarried. So whether married or unmarried, uh, once you commit zina, you have to be punished for it. Mm. It may be adultery. Both maybe may have husbands or wives. Both may be married, or one party may be married, or they may be unmarried. They are all included in the word zina. Mm. Uh, Implies that both parties are unmarried. Full stop. The law of marriage and divorce is made easy in Islam, mm, so that there may be so that there may be the less temptation for intercourse. There may be less temptation for intercourse outside the well-defined incidents of marriage. Let me take it again. The law of marriage and divorce is made easy in Islam, so that there may be the less temptation for intercourse outside and well-defined incidents of marriage. In fact, if we were all able to obey this law, what a beautiful world we would have. But we have a world full of fornicators, thieves, eh, rascals, drunkards, whatnot. But once we are able to follow these regulations, these things will be reduced to a minimal level. Well-defined incidents of marriage, full stop. This makes for greater self-respect for both man and woman, full stop. Other sex offenses are also punishable, but this section applies strictly to zina, as above defined. Do you go back to the definition? Zina includes sex intercourse between a man and a woman not married to each other. Okay, that's what it is above. Zina as above. The definition above, that's the definition we've read again. Full stop. Although zina covers both fornication and adultery, in the opinion of Muslim jurists, the punishment laid down here applies only to unmarried persons. Full stop. As for married persons, their punishment, according to the Sunnah of Prophet, peace be unto him in brackets, eh, is stoning to death. For married people, stoning to death. Mm. And you know how the stoning goes. I read in one of the tablets I read, there's one man called Akbar, and he stones like a computer when they put anybody in front for them to be stoned. Mm. Stones may be missing, but he alone, he raises one leg, you see, he raises one leg and stands firmly on the other, and to go to the forehead of the. I don't know how he learnt it. I don't know how he learnt it or why he learnt it. Or it's a gift from God. I don't know. I remember the name, they call him Akbar. Hmm. Okay. Uh, Sunnah of the Prophet, peace be unto me, or unto him, is stoned to death. That's note 2954 to sign 2. We go to the next two notes to the same sign. The next note is 2955. Compare chapter 4, sign 15 with its note 523. Then 2956. The punishment should be open in order to be deterrent. Punishment should be open in order to be deterrent. You don't hide and do it. You don't have sympathy on them. Oh, this is my uncle. Oh, this man is the husband of my niece. So no, open. It's an order. Do it strictly. So people can learn sense. They know the hear word. Those who know the hear word. I should also say you know the hear word. Those who know the hear word would know. Hmm? Uh, that is 2956. We are now going to the next sign, which is sign 3. Hmm? Sign 3. Uh, I read this in a long time ago, but let's see. Uh, Azani Azani la yankihu. Azani la yankihu illa zaniyatun. The adulterer cannot have sexual relationship without any but an adulteress or an idolatress. The the adulterer Azani cannot have la yankuhu, cannot have sexual relationship with any other la yankuhu illa zaniyatun uh, uh, except but an adulteress or an idolatress. وآزانية وآزانية لا ينكحها إلا زان أو مشرك أو مشرك. And the adulteress, none can have sexual relations with her, but an adulterer or an idolater. So you see where adultery comes in, idolatry comes in. Because I believe it's supposed that once you are not an idolater or idolater, you will not uh, practice zina. Mm, I believe so. But let's see if there's something said about it. Mm. Uh, to the believers, such a thing is forbidden. Mm. Uh, Wahurima, zalika ala mu'minun. Okay, that's it's explained. So for the believers, true believers, such a thing is forbidden. So that's why they say idolater, adulteress, or idolater, and then adulterer or idolater. For the believers, it it sums up my uh, point. وَحُرِمَ ذَلِكَ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Uh, to the believers, such a thing is forbidden. 2957. 2957. Islam commands sex purity. Islam commands sex purity for men and for women at all times. Dash before marriage, during marriage, and after the dissolution of marriage. In both three cases, mm, there should be sex purity. Full stop. Those guilty of illicit practices are shut out of the marriage cycle of chaste men and women. So you will not be you will not be admitted amongst marriage men and women. We go to the next sign, which is sign 4. Which is sign 4. Which is sign 4. Uh, okay. والذين يرمون المحصنات ثم لم يأتوا ثم لم يأتوا ب ثم لم يأتوا بأربعة شهادة شهادة بأربعة شهداء فاجلدوهم فاجلدوهم تما فاجلدوهم ثمانين فاجلدوهم 80 جلة. Uh, and those who launch a charge against chaste women and produce not 4 witnesses, into brackets, to support their allegation, bracket close, dash, flog them with 80 stripes, thamaniyatan, thamaniyatan, 80 stripes, semicolon, and respect their evidence ever after, for such men are wicked transgressors. Flog them with 80 stripes and respect their evidence ever after. So, no, it's not respect, it's reject. I wasn't understanding it. Yes, yes. With 80 stripes and reject, not respect, and reject their evidence ever after. Now makes sense to me. And reject their evidence ever after. So if you you if you say you see people having sex, you must produce four witnesses. Mm. If you are not able to produce the four witnesses, you will flog 80 times. Sham, 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 by strong men, strong, energetic men, 80 times. Mm. And thereafter, your evidence will be rejected. Anytime you go and say, I saw so and so having sex, you will not be believed. Mm. Reject their evidence ever after. Mm. فشلت هلة ولا ولا تقبلوا لهم ولا تقبلوا لهم شهادة أبدا ever أبدا أبدا لا تقبلوا reject for them شهادة their witnesses أبدا وأولئك هم فاسقون أولئك هم الفاسقون. So, for such men are wicked transgressors. Yes. So you see, telling a lie is a very serious thing, but we don't know. Little do we know. But here, the lie concerns sexual affairs, mm, lies on sexual matters, lies about seeing people sleeping together when you have no evidence. I think this is a nice protection for people, for adulterers and for adulterers and adulteresses. Mm. They will have a free day. So the ones who are very wise will make sure that they are not seen by four people or three people. Mm. So that's what it means. Wicked, such men are wicked transgressors. Fasikuna. Note 2758. 2758. Uh, the most serious notice is taken of people who put forward slanders or scandalous suggestions about women without adequate evidence. If anything is said against a woman's chastity, it should be supported by evidence twice as strong as would ordinarily be required for business transactions or even in murder cases. It's really a serious affair. Full stop. That is, four witnesses would be required instead of two. Full stop. Failing such preponderation, failing such preponderating evidence, preponderating evidence, preponderating viewers, let's spell it Preponderating. Preponderate. I remember again when we were in school. You spell when you call the word and you spell that you call the word again. So preponderating, 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 preponderate. Oh my God. Okay, evidence. The slanderer should himself be treated as a wicked transgressor and punished with 80 stripes. Full stop. Not only would he be subject to this disgraceful form of punishment, but he would be deprived of the citizen's right of giving evidence. So, in other words, if such a fellow is around and the two wise adulterers or the two wise man and woman to commit adultery are not afraid of him. Oh, come on. If he's if he plays, they will give him 80. If he plays, they will give him 80 stripes. Hmm? All right. It's not a joking matter. I'm laughing here. May God forgive me anyway. I'm human. Eh? Citizens' right of giving evidence in all matters unless he repents and reforms. Yes. Illa, illa. So there's always an illa when it comes to commands of God. Illa, that's exemptions or exempts, exceptions, if you like. Uh, repents and reforms, yes. In which case he can be readmitted to be a competent witness. Full stop. The verse lays down the punishment for slandering, into brackets, chaste women, for slandering chaste women, not brackets, double inverted commas, for slandering, into brackets, chaste women in double inverted commas, which by consensus of opinion also covers slandering chaste men. Full stop. Chaste women have been specifically mentioned according to commentators because slandering them is more abhorrent. Slandering them is more abhorrent. Viewers, you can look the meaning of abhorrent. 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 Uh, okay. So, slandering women is one thing. Slandering men is another thing. Women are supposed to be held in high honor. Mm. This is one of the cases where Islam honors women a lot. Mm. All right. Uh, that is note 2958. 2958. Uh, to sign four. 2958 to sign four. Let's go to sign five. Uh, إلا الذين تابوا من بعد ذلك إلا الذين تابوا من بعد ذلك except those who repent afterwards من بعد ذلك وإصلحوا فإن الله غفور رحيم وإصلحوا من بعد ذلك وإصلحوا after unlike those who amend their conduct thereafter uh, except those who repent afterwards, إلا من تابوا بعد ذلك, and mend their conducts in brackets, and mend, وإصلاحه and mend, without the brackets it is and mend. For God is all forgiving, most merciful. فإن الله غفور رحيم. So if you repent and amend, you are you'll be called back into the community of people who can bear witness when it comes to sexual offenses. Viewers, I think we end here at sign 5 to continue with sign 6 in our next video. Thank you very much. Bye bye, au revoir, and may God be with you all.